Howdy do. Karen Adamski here with shamamama.com. Thank you for being here in this course today. At the moment, I'm coming to you from Santa Cruz, California, and I'm in the middle of a redwood forest. And I came out here specifically to talk about this course and to relax my brain. So coming out to a place like this, for me, grounds me, and that helps me relax my brain. Grounding is one of the very first steps that we want to take in terms of slowing down. Slowing down our brain, slowing down our body, slowing down the chaos around us. And just settling in, plugging back into nature helps. Intentionally unplugging from Wi-Fi, from the chaos of the world that we live in sometimes. So however that is for you, if you can remove yourself from that chaos, if you have a happy place that you can go to, if you don't, if you can find a happy place, that's really fun. But intentionally getting away from that is a good first step in terms of relaxing our brain. I also came out here today to do some doodling and do some of the neurographic art that we're going to be doing in this course. So this is what I did today, just kind of sitting out here in nature, and I checked out. I lost track of time. That's kind of the ultimate sign that your brain is relaxing and going elsewhere. So I'm happy that I got to get some of that medicine today from the neurographic art and from nature. So how is your brain today? In this moment, as you watch this video, where are you at? How is your brain? Would you say your brain is moving a little bit fast? Is it cluttered? Is it just full to capacity that you can't move anything else in there? Is it wide open and you're looking for yummy projects to start playing around with? I think there's a little, oh, look at that. I think it's a, what is behind me that's dancing around? I'm assuming, hello, I'm assuming that that is a cobweb. No, maybe it's something on me. Nope, it's not my reflection. Don't know what that is. Oh, it looks very cobwebby. All right, well, I'm happy for the reflection. See, this is a good reminder that when we sit in the woods, when we stop and intentionally sit in stillness, things happen. So you can pay attention to like this dancing reflection behind me. How beautiful is that? And to me, that's a language of nature. And my message right now is to reflect. I'm seeing reflection and playful reflection. So, yeah, I'm loving that. Still not sure what it is, but that's okay. Welcome. I welcome in the reflection. I welcome in that energy. That's beautiful. All right. So feeling very lucky to be here today. All right. Okay. Back to your brain. How's it doing? Probably needs a little bit of relaxing. So going into your happy place, getting away, and then let's look at some of this neurographic art. In our first lesson, we're going to do just something very similar to these, but a little bit more basic. And at the end of this course, I'll show you how I did these ones. Very, very simple. You do not need any skills for this, I promise. So if you think, oh, I'm not artistic, I'm not an artist, I can't draw a stick figure, then this is definitely a course for you, because you don't need to draw those things. We don't want to draw things perfectly or paint things perfectly, whatever medium you're using. You can use crayons or pencils or paints or all of them. There are no rules here. The reason neurographic art works so well in terms of calming our brains is because we have two sides of our brains. We have the left and the right. The left side is very busy, busy, busy. The left side of our brain keeps us organized. It keeps track of balancing your checkbook and planning for work, organizing, scheduling, responsibilities, all of those things that we need to plan for. If you're an engineer, there's a good chance that you are very left-brained in that respect. Very analytical, very organized. So that left side of our brain is very busy, 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 usually throughout our lives. The right side of our brain is usually just as busy, but it's kind of in charge of different things. The right side of our brain is a little bit more creative, not as organized. It is plugged into our emotions and our feelings. It's plugged into color, symbols, versus black and white numbers and letters and reading would be more on our left side, whereas colors and symbols in your own creative way was on your right side. So how do you think your brain is wired? Are you more of a left brain analytical person? Are you more of a right brain creative person? We all use both sides of our brains. So it's not a competition or anything like that, and one's not better than the other. It's just how our bodies work. But what happens is, if you are needing a rest, if you're needing to unplug, if you need to get away from the reality of all the responsibilities and the world that we're in, if you want to check away from that and get into more of a meditative state, you can just plug into your right side of your brain. Neurographic art plugs us right in, gets the right brain going, kind of pushes the left brain out a little bit, and what happens is that we then kind of lose track of everything else around us. People might be talking to you and you might just hear a wah, 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 or you might lose track of time. Sometimes I need to set a timer if I know I'm going into that kind of meditative right brain vibe. I'll set a timer so that I can come back and still maintain my responsibilities. But by plugging into that right side, by diving in and exercising the right side of our brain, we escape inward, if that makes sense. I'm sure it's happened to you where you've been in a project, you're so focused, and you look up and it's like, oh, how did 3 hours go by? How did that happen? It's because you've gone inward. It's because you've pushed everything else out and you've been so focused and in that same place that we get to via meditation. It's the same part of our brain. So this is just kickstarting us and getting our brains into that relaxed mode. So that sounds good to you? I highly recommend moving forward with the next lesson. Another benefit to neurographic art and to diving into the right side of our brain, it helps with anxiety. It helps with pain management. It helps with depression. All of these things that can kind of weigh us down. By escaping, giving the left brain a little bit of a rest and going into that creative center and traveling inward, it's like recharging for yourself. It's rebooting yourself. It's rebooting your physical body, your mind, your energy, and then you get to gather yourself up when you're finished and move on with your day in a much more relaxed state. And when we're in a more relaxed state, we react better. Our reflexes are better. We don't react from anger and pain we can enjoy the moment and be in the moment and go with the flow. And that's our main goal with this course, going with the flow, unplugging and relaxing our brain. So I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming lessons. We have a few of them. And like I said, these ones that I just did here, I'm going to show you how easy this is in the last lesson. And there's lots of good stuff from the beginning to the end. Can't wait to see what you create. Tons of love to you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Namaste.